The court is going to find you guilty. I'm aware of your case because you're on probation out of this court. The court will sentence you to 5 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 3 years. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Court is calling 2026 CR 0000064, State versus Ronnie Benson. Can I have parties announced?
State.
Rafael Leal for Mr. Benson.
And are you Mr. Benson?
Yeah.
All right, counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Is there an application for probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, probation, this is an application. Mr. Benson, did you review the document entitled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Judge will be waiving the punishment enhancements, but otherwise proceeding as indicted.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? You're charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon as a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you're giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe so. Your Honor.
Mr. Benson, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine probated. The state recommends deferred adjudication. Community supervision. And they say this is running concurrently with DC 2020 CR 8253W. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is the plea, Judge.
All right. Has his probation case already been heard previously?
It has.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then don't worry. All right, did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it
Yes.
and sign it in both places? By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be 100 hours community service restitution, the MRT, and a motion to destroy the weapon. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
Judge, you have state exhibit number 1 and all charges.
No objection.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places? All right, I need you to speak up so the court reporter can hear you so I can hear. Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. I just want to make sure he's still on probation because of the 5 years and the weapon was in his home.
I did the MTR, Judge, so the Judge Angelini continue here.
All right. No. I was just making sure that this followed the law because I see that the weapon was inside his home.
Right.
All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find that there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, my client, we had an MTR in this case, which were basically the same allegations of possession of a weapon. We were able to show Judge Angelini at that time that my client had the necessity to use that weapon because he was raising livestock, small chickens and other animals, and there were animals that were eating up his livelihood, basically. And that just happened recently. So he was under the necessity of possession of that weapon. That's one of the reasons I'm familiar with the facts of the case. Additionally, there is some medical issues that my client has, and he has been he was placing surgery or some medical procedure while detained that had to do with his heart. So it's that's one of the reasons that we have taken the plea, and Brian has admitted responsibility, and also because of the waiver of the habitual issues. So we're asking that the court place him on probation for 5 years.
All right, this is what the court will do. The court is going to find you guilty. I'm aware of your case because you're on probation out of this court. The court will sentence you to 5 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 3 years. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. Oh, I'm sorry, am I talking? Okay. All right, thank you. Regular random UAs, proof of employment within 45 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. If for some reason he is unable to work, he'll need to provide a doctor's note to probation. This run concurrent with DC 2020 CR 8253W. There's a $1,000 fine that will be probated, 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to require you to complete the MRT. Once you've completed that, your community service hours will be deemed satisfied and the weapon is to be destroyed.
Your Honor, he was self-employed at the time of this incident, and he was raising livestock, and that's how he supports himself.
Oh, he'll have to provide proof to probation.
Right.
And there's to be field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question about that, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. I understand that you have livestock and everything that's going on, but you need to talk to your attorney about whether or not you can possess weapons. I think this case lets you know the answer to that, all right? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
The courtroom is called to order for the case of State versus Ronnie Benson. The defendant, a felon, is charged with unlawful possession of a firearm, a third-degree felony carrying 2 to 10 years in prison. From the bench, Judge Stephanie Boyd begins a meticulous review of the plea agreement. Benson acknowledges he understands his rights, the charges, and the consequences, including the fact that this conviction strips him of his right to possess a firearm permanently. The state lays out its recommendation: 5 years in prison, suspended for community supervision, with a $1,000 fine and a motion to destroy the weapon. Defense counsel pleads for leniency, painting a picture of a man trying to earn a living by raising livestock. He argues necessity, claiming Benson needed the gun to protect his small chickens and animals from predators eating his livelihood. The attorney also mentions Benson's serious heart issues, including surgery while detained, as reasons for the court's grace. However, Judge Boyd is focused on the facts of the law. She takes a brief recess, scrutinizing the evidence. Upon returning, she voices a critical concern. I just want to make sure he's still on probation. I see that the weapon was inside his home. She confirms the legality of the proceedings, acknowledging the nuance of the location, but ultimately holding the defendant to the standard of the law. After finding sufficient evidence to convict, Judge Boyd listens to the final pleas for probation. Then she delivers her ruling. She finds Benson guilty and sentences him to 5 years in prison, suspended for 3 years of community supervision. The terms are strict: regular reporting, random drug tests, proof of employment, and 100 hours of community service. Then comes the decisive moment. Looking at the defendant, Judge Boyd issues the court's final order regarding the instrument of the crime. The weapon is to be destroyed. Before concluding, the judge delivers a final, pointed warning. Acknowledging the defendant's livestock, she leans forward and says, "I understand that you have livestock and everything that's going on, but you need to talk to your attorney about whether or not you can possess weapons. I think this case lets you know the answer to that." With that, Benson is left with a suspended sentence, a destroyed weapon, and a clear message. A felony record overrules every excuse.